matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They go play action here on first down.
He'll look underneath here for Love.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver,
and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. In motion left goes a tight end. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Man who played collegiately nearby in Athens for the Bulldogs, James Cook.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing now is Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Back to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And Diggs has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense took it to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone. But they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Diggs going in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Here's Cook again.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up the middle, it's Cook. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Cook following the penalty. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Cook up the gut. And some room to roam now.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Troy Anderson from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That'll be complete to Cook.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Back to the ground, Cook. They find some open field here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
87 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Allen going to go on 4th down. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, and now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a second down and 6.
Allen off the play fake. On the move to his left. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw.
Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On play action, Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Let's go. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
On second down, Love. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead running. Here's Love.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again. Continue to...
He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Desmond Ridder,
a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Again, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Handoff comes to Cook. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Bit of a pressure spot here for Tyler Bass. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home is so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Buffalo, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.